Hey! Hi, how you doing? This is the Gamertron, and welcome back to the Gamertron Show. I really like the video game Dying Light. It's easily one of the best video games of the year for me. It's got great combat, satisfying fun weapons, an excellent and beautifully wonderful gore system when it comes to the zombies. Its movement/parkour system, which is very fun to use, easy to get a hang of, and makes traveling the environment in first person very fun. I find Dying Light is a video game that got a lot right. While it isn't anything original, just overall, it's a very well made, entertaining product and work of art. However, there is one thing in Dying Light that actually really took me by surprise. It did something different that I wasn't expecting from it. And that is that there is little to no fast travel around the map. Or maps, I should say. There are two maps in Dying Light, the slums and the city. And while you do in fact have the ability to fast travel between the two maps. You can fast travel between the two survivor home bases on each map, which is understandable and reasonable. I mean, you wouldn't want to have to keep going to the same spot. Just keep traveling to the same spot on the map over and over again just for a change of scenery or to complete a quest. So the ability to fast travel between the two maps, smart move. What is something that is interesting though, and I did not expect, is that in the main maps, there is no way to fast travel across the map. And to give an example from another video game like Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor, you're able to fast travel between the two maps, and you can fast travel to different locations across those maps. You can fast travel from corner to corner in the map. And if I were to bring up a few other video games, Watch Dogs, you have this one huge map, and you can fast travel from place to place. Same thing with, say, Skyrim or Fallout. You can fast travel to locales or hideouts that you've discovered across the map. Dying Light doesn't have this. You can't fast travel across the maps. You can only fast travel from one map to the other. While there are safe houses, which I thought would act as fast travel points, these safe houses only prove as checkpoints where if you die, you'll respawn at the closest safe house. But you can't use these safe houses you unlock to fast travel as you would in a game like Watch Dogs or Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. And honestly, I thought this would be, at first, very annoying. I thought I would hate this, but the more I've played Dying Light, the more I've come to love this decision. And now I wish that Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor did the same thing. Because when you limit fast travel so that the player is forced to traverse across the map, forced to walk, run, sprint to where it is they want to go, then they spend more time traversing the actual map, actually moving around in the environment. And this caused three things. Three things happened to me while I was traversing the map this way without fast travel in Dying Light. One, I really got to know the movement system of the game. I got to know what was the fastest, what made me traverse the map the fastest, what moves and actions made me go faster, what was efficient, what was effective. And now I've gotten really comfortable with the movement system of Dying Light, and I know how to use it effectively, and I enjoy the movement of the game. I find it fun traversing the environment now that I've mastered the movement. Second, I've got to learn the layout of the map. I've learned about the locations of shortcuts, of alleyways, of rooftops that are great for jumping off of zip lines. I've gotten used to the layout of the map, and quite frankly, with a lot of video games, that doesn't happen. I'm usually almost always fast traveling to get where I need to go, so I don't get to learn about shortcuts or efficient or effective ways to get from one location to another. But in Dying Light, I have. I'm using my environment effectively, or at least plotting out paths for myself that I find to be the best way to get from place to place. And finally, the third and final thing that Dying Light does by not having fast travel is that I get immersed in the environment. While I absolutely have been immersed in video games such as Watch Dogs, Skyrim, Fallout, while I absolutely have been immersed in those video games, I got a sense of immersion that I rarely get from those games. Like, I get it in those games, but I rarely get it. And that's that I was really part of the environment. I was really in the environment. I was getting used to it. I was absorbing the environment around me. And I find with video games that's happening less and less. Environments are becoming more extravagant and colorful and packed with detail, but we never truly experience it or absorb it because we're just moving through it so quickly. We want to get to our objectives as quickly as possible that we don't take the time to smell the roses. This is something an older video game got right, one of my favorite shooters, Crysis, what the original Crysis got right. The maps were large enough and packed with different paths that they almost felt like open worlds. But you couldn't fast travel through them. Sure, you could get a vehicle and move faster, but you were still always in the environment, and there was always effective ways to get from one place to another, or find your own way to get from one place to another. Just that feeling of being part of an environment, it doesn't just mean the environment has to look good or realistic or full of detail. Sometimes you just have to stay in it for a certain amount of time. You have to really look at it, and I know I'm repeating myself when I use this word, absorb it. I really mean it. Not enough games have you absorb the environment, make you really feel part of it, get used to it, learn about it. Like what's going on with Dying Light, what happened with Crysis. I really think more video games should take the risk and limit fast travel. Make the player have to roam through the map, travel through the environment, get into the environment. Just in my opinion, it creates a far more immersive and somewhat more enjoyable experience. Yes, it takes more time. Is it more time consuming? Absolutely. But you'll get more of a sense of immersion and maybe have a few more small little mini adventures along the way to your main adventure or objective. Just food for thought and just me sharing my opinion. What is your opinion? Let me know in the comments below. I love getting comments. I don't get nearly enough comments. Do you agree with what I said in this video? What do you think of what I said? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts and opinions? Please leave a comment. If you liked the video in any way, shape, or form, if you agreed with me, liked the gameplay, if you liked anything about this video, please hit the like button. Hitting the like button helps me, helps you, helps everybody involved with the video if you hit that like button. And finally, if you're new to my channel, if you just stumbled across this video, I'm the Gamertron. I love video games, and I love talking about video games. And if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and supporting my channel. Anyways, this has been a video, and I will see you guys later.